my very first unboxing haul. What I have for you today is my very first Makeup Revolution haul. As you can see, this is still sealed, and I was inspired to try these Makeup Revolution products by a lovely subscriber of mine by the name of Pearl. So thank you so much, Pearl, for getting me interested in these products. I'm so very excited to try these out. I cannot wait to open this box with you. As you may already know, Makeup Revolution is a UK-based brand that does a lot of palettes that are dupes of famous high-end palettes. They have a UK-based website where you can order products off of, but I have actually ordered these off of a German website, which is called Cosmetic for Less. I will be sure to link that down below. That's not an affiliate link or anything. I'm not making any kind of money off of it. This is just to let you know that if you live in Germany or anywhere on the European continent, this German website has more affordable shipping rates and all of their prices are in euros. Plus, if you sign up for their newsletter, you get 5 euros off of your initial order. Ta-da! So right off the bat, I can see that this has been packaged carefully. There is a lot of cushioning in here. I'm just going to remove this because this is probably going to be a bit loud. There are several layers of padding in here, which is really nice. And let's take a look at the individual products. I got one single eyeshadow in the shade Scandalous Rave All Night, which is a purple, as you can see. And these retail for £1 on the Makeup Revolution site. That will translate to €1.42 according to the most recent conversion rate. And on the German website, these single eyeshadows retail for €1.49, but this one was actually on sale, so I got it for just €1. And I forgot to mention earlier, shipping to Germany, irrespective of how large your order is, costs €3.90. I also purchased one of their nail polishes, and this is in the shade Gravity Pulls You Through. This is actually a very pretty berry shade in the bottle. I'm not sure how well the color translates onto the camera because the lighting today is horrible. I'm shooting with natural light and there is this really gloomy, rainy weather outside. So I'm hoping that the colors will come off okay. This nail polish retails for €1.49 regularly on the website, but this one was also on sale, so I also got this one for just €1. My intention, since this is my first haul of Makeup Revolution products, was to try to test myself through a variety of products that they offer in order to be able to form an opinion about them. I got one of their Ultra Blush palettes, and this is in the shade Sugar and Spice. And let's take it out of the packaging to see what this looks like. And this one retails for €7.99 on the German website. On the Makeup Revolution British site, this retails for £6, and right now £6 would translate to 8.5 euros. So you're actually getting it a little bit cheaper off of the German website. So this is what the outside of the blush petal looks like. It has this sleek and very shiny plastic covering. I do fear that this will show a lot of fingerprints, but it does look sleek right out of the packaging. So let's try to open this. I've actually not opened it yet, so this is really exciting. Okay, it has a really big mirror at the top, and then it has this plastic covering protecting the actual blushes. And what you get with this are 8 shades. I would say that the first 2 could probably also work as bronzer / contours, and then the last 2 look baked, so they would work well as highlighters. This for a lighter skin tone and this for a deeper skin tone. Or this other one, if you happen to be fairer, would probably be a nice shimmery blush for you. And then you have 4 shades that are clearly blushes. I haven't touched these yet, but I'm so excited to play with them. They do look really great, and the size is very nice. The remaining products are all eyeshadow palettes. I got the 32 Flawless Matte eyeshadow palette, and this palette retails for £8 on the British website. That would translate to 11.4 euros. But where I ordered it from, it regularly retails for €9.99. But since I placed my order on Black Friday, this palette was discounted just for that one day to €6.99. I'm not sure how well this comes off on the camera. This actually has Flawless Matte embossed on it, and this palette is sealed in plastic, so I will have to peel this plastic covering off. This plastic cover is really sealed, so there is no doubt about the fact that nobody has been messing with your eyeshadows before they got to you. This is the back of the cardboard packaging, and I'm not sure that you can see this, but this palette is actually sealed here and here again, so they're not messing around with the safety of your eyeshadows. Nobody has touched these before they got to you. So once you remove it from the cardboard box, surprise, there is another plastic bag covering the actual palette. I guess this is a good thing in case any eyeshadow shatters. So ta-da! This is the palette. The last plastic bag was actually not sealed, but I noticed that after I cut it off. Regardless, the packaging has the same hard plastic and shiny compact as the blush one, except the one for the eyeshadows is larger. It does look nice and sleek. Again, I think this will show a lot of fingerprints once I use it. And now let's open it for the first time. I hope that I'll be able to do that. Well, yeah. So again, a really big mirror here, and there is a plastic inlay with the name of all the shadows. Now these pots are pretty small, so the size of these eyeshadow pots is approximately the same as a 5 € coin, just a tiny bit smaller, but still definitely large enough to use comfortably with any kind of eyeshadow brush. Next up, I got their iconic Pro 2 palette, which is supposed to be a dupe for the Lorac Pro 2 palette. And this palette retails for £6.99 on the UK website, which would translate to €9.95 according to the current conversion rate. But on the German website that I purchased this off of, this retails for €8.50 or 49 cents. Well, you get the gist. This doesn't actually have a plastic seal over it, and this is a golden metallic mirrored cardboard box. And here is the palette. This has the same kind of concept of compact as the other ones, black and sleek and hard plastic. It is exactly the size of the Ultra Blush Compact, except this one is not shiny. So as you can see, this one here is shiny and this one is matte plastic. So opening it for the very first time, okay, this opens up pretty easily. A big mirror over here, and again the plastic inlay with the name of all the shades. I'll just put it aside, and what I have is a dual-ended brush. This looks like a regular eyeshadow brush on the one end, and then a small blending brush on the other end. This would probably work better as a crease brush. As I'm touching these for the first time, I'm satisfied to say that they feel very, very soft. I'll have to see how they work. And these are the shades. You get 16 shades with this palette. I think that the top 8 are mattes and then the bottom 8 are shimmers, all neutral shades, and I can just not wait to dip my fingers into them and start swatching them. I'm so excited to feel what the texture of these eyeshadows feels like. Just by glancing at them, I have obviously not touched it in any way thus far, but they do look really gorgeous, and they look super wearable with this pop of navy blue in here. I'm so excited. Oh my god. I don't know if anybody else gets excited like a little kid before Christmas when they get makeup, but I know I do. So moving on to the last object of this haul, I got one of the chocolate palettes, and this palette actually is produced by the brand I Love Makeup. And this is a little bit confusing because this brand, which seems to be a standalone brand, is still retailed through the same UK website as the other Makeup Revolution products. So maybe it's kind of like a sub-range of products that Makeup Revolution produces. I'm not really sure on what the story is on that. But obviously these palettes are supposed to be dupes of the palettes by Too Faced, the very popular chocolate bar palette, and I believe those retail for $49 in the US, and in Germany I found them for 62 euros, which is a lot of money. This is in the shade Death by Chocolate. There are actually 5 of these palettes out right now. The original one is called I Heart Chocolate, and then this would be the second one, Death by Chocolate, and then there is a third one which has a white covering, like a white chocolate covering, and that is called, I believe, Naked Chocolate. And then just recently the UK website presented 2 new ones, one that is called Salted Caramel and one that is called Pink Fizz or something like that. Now those two newest ones have not actually made their way yet to the German website I ordered from, and all the other chocolate palettes were out of stock at the time when I placed my order other than this one. So I was kind of forced to get this one. This one retails for £7.99 on the UK website, and that translates to 11.4 euros at the moment. On the Cosmetic for Less website, these regularly retail for 9.99 euros, but on Black Friday they had a special sale for this one, and it was just 6.99 euros, so I was really glad to be able to take advantage of that. And since this haul is my present for St. Nick's, I'm not sure if St. Nick's or St. Nicholas is celebrated where you live at, but where I live at, it is typically a celebration for kids, and it is said that if the kids were well behaved, they will receive candy from St. Nick's. But typically St. Nick's first only brings presents for the kids, and second, these presents are not as large as what you would get for Christmas, and they're typically restricted to sweets. Now I thought that since I did order a palette that has the name chocolate in it, that technically qualifies the whole haul as candy, so I did not stray very far away from the theme. So let's take a look at this chocolate palette. So here it is. The packaging is made out of hard plastic. This is a dark brown, and it actually does look like chocolate. Super cute. So let's open this compact up. Okay. Another huge mirror and the plastic inlay with the name of all the shades. And then here you have a double-sided sponge tip applicator. The double-ended brush from the other palette was nicer, but still. And here are all the shades. You get again 18 shades, but they're arranged on 3 rows, and 2 of the shades are a lot larger. And in keeping with the original Too Faced concept, all of these shades are neutral. None is super colorful, but they do look super gorgeous just by glancing at them. And because I want you to be able to share in the enjoyment of my first touching of these shades, I will do just a couple of random swatches. Again, the lighting is not really appropriate for really accurate swatches, but I want to see how I feel the first time I dip my finger into one of these shades, and I'm going to start with this really big one. It does feel really soft, as does this one, and I'll take also this purpley one, really soft and buttery, and let's see this kind of deeper golden one. Oh, this one kicked up a little bit of powder, the golden one, and let's see the pigmentation. Okay, this one is invisible because it's really close to my skin tone. The second one, the second large one, is also basically invisible, but I guess that the proximity to my own skin tone is to blame there. Let's see how this purple one does. Well, I'm a little bit disappointed, to be honest, because these are less pigmented than I expected. Okay, so the last one, the gold one, is quite nicely pigmented. It did kick up quite a bit of powder, so I'll have to see if I have to apply more pressure or a primer or whatnot, but right now I am a little bit disappointed in these initial swatches. I've heard great things about Makeup Revolution eyeshadows, so I want to share with you my initial reaction at touching these. I have not touched any of these palettes before, so I will just swatch a couple of shades from the last row here, from the Flawless 32 matte palette. They feel really soft, really buttery soft, even softer than the ones from the Chocolate Bar palette, I want to say. Okay, the pigmentation is not bad. I mean, these are mattes, and mattes are expected to have lower pigmentation, but like this purple one has pretty serious pigmentation. So I have to say that thus far I'm actually more impressed with the Flawless 32 matte than I am with the chocolate one. I do think still that I need to play around more with the chocolate one because I didn't really give it a fair chance to show what it can. Now let's do just a couple of first impression swatches on this iconic Pro 2 palette. So I'll take this shade, the really nice blue. The blue feels a little bit drier, and well, this one over here. See how they swatch? Okay, this one is a matte. It's okay pigmentation, not mind-blowing. The purpley one has nicer pigmentation. This is quite nice actually. Let's see the blue one. The blue one is okay, And I guess I'll have to swatch here. One from the lower row. That one was quite disappointing. Maybe I didn't get quite enough. Okay, it does build up nicely. So the quality does seem okay. I will have to play with that more though. And since this is the hour of sharing first impressions, let's try the blushes. Okay, they do feel soft, which is very promising. This one over here feels a little bit harder. Let's see the highlight. Okay, the highlight feels harder. And let's see how they swatch on the skin. Okay, these actually have nice pigmentation. This one not so much. Well, the baked one has really nice pigmentation actually, so these do seem like good quality. And last but not least, the single eyeshadow, the purple one. Okay, this does feel pretty silky actually. And the pigmentation is not bad. I mean, it's not super impressive, but I guess you can build it up. So there it is. It is quite decent, and I'm surprised to see that this comes off with a lot more reddish undertones than it looks like in the pan. So overall, I would say that I'm satisfied, but I definitely need to play with these some more in order to be able to give an informed opinion. So this is everything I got in my first Makeup Revolution haul. I got 4 palettes, 3 eye palettes, and 1 face palette, and then a couple of single products. I hope that you've enjoyed this unboxing haul. If you have, please give this video a quick thumbs up, share it with your friends, leave me a comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It is, of course, completely free to do all of those things, and it really does help me out when you do them. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!